Hey friends. So John Donne once said that no man is an island. And he was right. Human interaction is essential to fulfillment. We are social beings. It's how we're hardwired to seek a connection with other people. But human relationships are complicated, and sometimes they can turn into a situation where entitlement and other similar emotions take hold. And phew, I could do a whole series of videos on entitlement, but this message is not really about that. It's about the feelings that we have sometimes when we find ourselves in relationships with other people who feel that we owe them things. The choices that we make define us, and we need and deserve to be confident in those choices. Sometimes those choices are not going to be understood by others, and we need to remember that that is okay. Now, look, let's make one thing very clear. I am not saying you should not be grateful for the people who have helped you in your life journey, people who have done things for you, people who have been kind and selfless towards you. Of course you should. Gratitude is beautiful. Show those people love. Remember that nobody owes you anything either. There are so many things you can be in this world. Don't ever choose to be ungrateful, especially not to the people who have gone out of their way for you. But your own hard work and dedication, your ability to rise above your circumstances, conquering the demons that held you back, realizing that you needed to change something in your life in order to grow, and then actually making those changes, breaking toxic cycles of choosing poorly when it comes to your interpersonal relationships, that was you. You chose to do what needed to be done. And for that, you don't owe anyone a damn thing. Nobody can change you, and you know it. The only real change you ever make is from within. And as such, you do not owe anyone an explanation for doing what is best for you and your happiness. You do not owe anyone forgiveness. People choose how they behave, and with that should come the understanding that they have to face the consequences of that choice. And sometimes the consequence means you have to part ways with that person because their disrespect was just too damn much. Friends, you do not owe anyone reconnection after you forgive them. It does not matter if you have known each other for 5 minutes or 500 years. You can no longer be mad at someone for what they did, but you absolutely have the right to keep away from them if you choose to. And if they don't like that, then, like I always say, if you don't want to be written about poorly in your chapter of my life story, then you should have acted better. No grudge on that, just facts. You do not owe anyone free passes or an excuse for poor behavior just because they are your friend, your family, or your whatever. And you really shouldn't do that anyway, because all you do when you make excuses for people is enable them to continue behaving poorly anyway. And this is not going to be a popular opinion, but you do not have to be happy for people who hurt you or wronged you either. If someone screwed you over royally or causes you a ton of misery and now they are out here living their best life, you have every right to not stand around waving a congratulations flag for them. I'm not saying you need to hold resentment or a grudge. That's not healthy for you. I'm saying that you do not need to feel guilty about being indifferent towards them or however you want to feel about it. It has nothing to do with being petty. It has everything to do with self-respect and honoring that by not being a cheerleader for anyone who kicked you in the face. If you are struggling with letting someone back in after they have done you wrong because they are family, or because you have known them forever, or because you are hoping they will change someday, or whatever the hell your reasons are, here's some real talk. If a connection with someone makes you uncomfortable, or you feel bad about yourself around them, or you have to make yourself small so they can be comfortable with you, then that's a sign that they probably don't belong in your orbit. Feel no guilt about bouncing them out because, like the message says, you don't owe them or anyone a thing. The only person you owe anything to is yourself. That's all I've got for you this week. I will be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.